Thank you, Professor Rodin. I'm truly humbled by this award of encouragement. Chancellor Rayton, Dean Quattrano, distinguished honorees, previously selected members, distinguished alumni, colleagues, family, and friends. Thank you for this award of encouragement and responsibility. I'm humbled by your kindness and to join this distinguished heritage of excellence at Washington University. May I ask all the family members, all the colleagues, all the friends who have helped educate me to stand up and to be recognized. Please stand up. My wife, the really brilliant Professor Amin, a St. Louis native. The best part of St. Louis that I have been privileged to keep is at that table. Professor and Mrs. Rodin, Mr. Eitan and his wife Dee Rodin, and Mrs. Daphne Rodin. They are alumni of the University of Washington University. We are really delighted. Also, Dr. John Wooten, Chief Technology Officer of the DRO. Formerly, he directed pretty much all the innovation and new product development and all the things that came out of the think tanks in Emerson Electric and Advanced Engineering Division of Emerson. Funded Professor Rodin and my work for 8 years when I was at Washington University. So thank you. My hat is off to you. You are the reason that I'm here. And my wife, who has put up with me since I was 25 years old. Many thanks to colleagues, especially Professor Arya Nehurai, who has done a magnificent job in the Department of Electrical and Systems Engineering. The department that he has created, the faculty he has attracted are impressive. So my hat is off to the department that I left 13 and a half years ago, and under his leadership and terrific work of faculty and staff, what it has become. My hat is off also to the U.S. Air Force, Dr. John Wooten, my colleagues, Al Garcia from the same company, many local companies who supported our projects, trained us, hired our graduate students, and to Professor Lori Craner. Lori did her bachelor's, master's, doctorate here, went to Bell Labs, and now she's a professor at Carnegie Mellon University for nominating me for this award, and to my references for this award, to the colleagues here at Washington University in Minnesota and at EPRI in Palo Alto, a huge note of thanks to the terrific undergraduate, graduate students here, staff, faculty, department heads, Dean Quattrano, Dean Sutera, and other colleagues who have helped the school become such a fantastic home and improved home to come through. And not least, Chancellor Rayton. I came to a beautiful campus, but I tell you, under his leadership, this campus has gotten even more beautiful. So this child prodigy, Caltech alum, used his expertise to really help us grow as a community. Thank you, sir. And my hat is off to all of you for the terrific work you do, your inspirational goals, commitment to excellence on critical mission, which is positively shaping the future and moving our civilization forward. I quote a 19th century English novelist, William Thackeray, "Don't be in a hurry to succeed. What would you have to live for afterwards? Better make the horizon your goal. It will always be ahead of you." Making horizon our goal is what Washington University did for me. System science and mathematics taught me and teaches students today to think very deep, ability to handle all those nonlinear differential equations, all these PDEs, the stochastic systems, but think wide, think global as a system approach. I visited Washington University in September of 1978 when I was a senior in high school in New York, and then moved to St. Louis in July of '85 to be part of this outstanding community, this beautiful campus with its many exciting and diverse opportunities, gifted students, pioneering scholars, who also are terrific educators, terrific teachers. My classmates and I were attracted to the System Science and Math, now Electrical and Systems Engineering Department, and to the larger School of Engineering and Applied Science and Washington University because of several reasons, including world-class reputation of the faculty, whether it was in power system, whether it was dynamic optimization, stochastic systems, nonlinear dynamical systems, all of those areas, robotics, the pioneering work of the faculty, research that they did, exciting, tough classes that were described in the graduate bulletin, and the reputation as a cutting-edge interdisciplinary research community that is mapping out the frontiers of scientific research and engineering attracted us here. We found all that and more. I share with you briefly what did we find that is more than that. We found terrific examples of altruistic leadership, critical thinking, focus applied to many of the most pressing needs and critical issues of our society. Discovery, teaching to deepen, expand knowledge, and enable core competencies to prepare us to shape the future, to press forward, to make the horizon our goal, to make our communities and the world a better place. We found a strong sense of student-centered community within the department, across the School of Engineering and Applied Science, whether we were at the Society of Industrial and Applied Mathematics launch, Holmes launch, Olin. It's a fun, open, exciting place to be in a nurturing, supporting atmosphere that sets a very high bar and challenges you to learn, to grow, and to be better. We found a dynamic learning community. We found a department and a university that took on hard problems. Faculty who challenge us all through very rigorous courses and research projects to think deep and wide and systematically, and to press forward to open new horizons through discovery and expanded knowledge. Indeed, we found leadership development opportunities through our applied research and direct links to the industry and to government, a vital component where engineering continues to play a central role in the society and improve quality of life throughout the world. On a personal note, I was born in Tabriz, Iran, which is capital of Iranian Azerbaijan, in 1961. And my parents were both were both in the medicine field. My mom worked for the Red Cross, where her father had founded the Red Cross. My dad, surgeon, OBGYN, president of Tabriz University, then congressman and senator before revolution. We would leave the town, we would leave Tabriz, 20 miles outside of Tabriz, you would see cracked soils. You would see people dying at age 40. Why? They had no access to electricity. Electricity was the linchpin of life. Within 1 year after they would get access to electricity, they could bring electric pumps, dig much deeper, bring water up. That same soil would transform into cropland. Within a few months, they would have a hospital, a small clinic, a 5-grade school. In 2 years, you would not even recognize these villages. And this is Iran when I was 5 years old, 6 years old. So as a kid, when people would ask me, Massoud, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm the youngest kid of 4. By the time it got to me, nobody took me seriously. So I was the clown in the family. And I would joke. And I would tell them, I want to bring light where there's darkness. I want to bring electricity to rural parts of the world. Washington University enabled me to do that. System science and math, emphasis in electric power, energy, as well as control systems, sensors, communication network, systems thinking, but deep, is what I learned here. I applied it to a variety of problems. So it helped me to become more of me, and I'm very grateful to you. I remain at your service. And as you know, according to Professor Bob Saloff at MIT, who won the Nobel Prize in economics, more than 60% of our economy in the US is driven by technology. Driven by technology, we mean any application of science, biological sciences, energy, sensors, all of that. The wealth of nations is not limited by land or minerals. It comes predominantly from the acquired abilities of the people, their execution, their education, experience, skills, and health. Washington University education provides an exciting gateway to development of this most valuable asset, the human capital and leadership in science and engineering, in the college as well as in the departments. I remain a student in your class and continue to learn, take notes, review, and re-review and re-review, and again over the years, my material that I learned from you. On a personal note, this is particularly touching as I lived in St. Louis for 14 and a half years of my life, which is the longest I've ever lived in any city. So although you notice my Missouri accent, this is home. And this was during very important part of my life, from the time I was 23 to 37, and kept the best part of St. Louis, my wife Elizabeth. St. Louis native, a DoD brat whose parents work for Army Aviation System Command. I do, however, believe in the wisdom of Dean Quattrano and the selection committee. There is an error in this award. I must have been considered for the Young Alumni Award. I remain young in my pursuit and learning from you, and remain at your service to witness your many successes, your continued excellence, innovations, and discoveries that advance our civilization. Thank you for your leadership and this terrific award of encouragement and responsibility.